And I'm working on his ear. And I've already taken most of the background off. And I used the nail buffer tool and took it down and then re-inked it. And now I'm just going to start putting in little highlights and where the veins are in the ear. And I don't know if you can see this or not, but I wasn't real careful when I was inking, so that it left kind of pattern in there, and I blotted it and stuff. So there are some lines that
And you can just use those too.
I use them. Yeah, I make them. That's how I did most of the nose and all that area as well. Just I look beyond the surface and see all the little bumps and find all, like there's a little bump right there. And I highlight it. Oop, I see a little one right there too. Do you see what I mean? The little kind of bumps inside there?
Yeah, just the textures.
Different, just because I didn't do it absolutely smoothly and evenly and everything, and I just pick out little things and highlight them.
Use it to your advantage.
Yeah. And there's a thing that's perfect for a little vein. And then I'll go back and I'll ink that again, just to tone it down a little bit. Their ears. Okay, I can look at this and I can do it exactly like it's got it on here, but I don't really need to because nobody's going to see the reference photo.
More work that way.
I go with what I've got right here.
Did you take the reference photo?
No, this was one of Patrick's. One of Patrick Hedges. This is one of the ones that he took from in Africa. Yeah, I wish I could go to Africa, but yeah.
I'll take you with me in spirit.
Oh yeah, you lucky little stinker you. Get to go and do that.
You went Paul White there yesterday.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Take your global wireless card and update it every 45 minutes or so.
How many hours would you say you have in that so far?
Oh, I can't even remember. Not maybe half an hour. No, I think maybe a week and a half or.
Have 40 hours a week?
No, not then because I was getting ready to come here.
Okay.
So I worked at it probably 10 hours a few days trying to get it done, but I really couldn't say honestly.
Do you do smaller strokes on this type of skin than you do on people's skin, or just in a
No,
particular area?
probably the same.
The same.
Yeah, probably the same. Especially when I'm doing the second coating, if you want. Like this is already been scratched and re-inked and that, and then now I will do smaller strokes. Unless it needs a crack in the ear or whatever, like right here. This part here, I'll probably just do a lot of picking at it.
Did you transfer or freehand?
I transferred. I'm not a real good freehander. Not right on the board. I'm too cheap, I wouldn't take that chance.
You're doing kind of more,
I'm picking
Stippling.
I'm picking it, yeah. Kind of flicking upwards.
Yeah. Doesn't that belt tip your knife?
Yep, it does. But I'm trying to show you guys how I would put that shine in. How I did that all through here. And, not so much on this part of the ear, but up in here.
And that's still
And
with your
down
scalpel,
through
with
here.
your scalpel that you were doing the kind of flicking thing.
Yep.
That's the sort of thing you can't do at all on the SD board because you'll pull a great big hunk of ink.
Really?
I'll do this when I'm doing snow too, because that's how you get the sparkle. Or in water.
yeah.
You can do it, or in water you can like use the little crosses and stuff.
I used
too,
a somewhat
but-
more violent technique than that for the water drops.
Yeah,
That's what I heard.
What do you use?
I had it actually came with an X-Acto kit, but it was a duller tip and round thing, and I actually didn't want a real sharp tip on that, and I could not have used repair ink to fix mistakes on this. I literally just went whack, 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 and I kind of did it directionally, kind of with a slight flicking motion, so it would create that kind of tear-shaped draw
Yeah.
shape. Yeah. And did that about 5,000 times. Or probably more like 50,000, really.
I bet you there was even more than you thought there was.
Probably.
No, I just like the little biscuit. It's a little bit shiny, like these little droplets in here. Because he's wet, you can see that, he's shiny and wet. So even over here, I could do a lot more in here. Don't know that I would go that far, but I might. I'm picky that way. Oh, that was bad.
Picky.
I didn't mean to make that. So that's how I would do that. I don't know if you guys can see all the bumps that are under the skin here. And I'm just trying to highlight them.
We can
so.
imagine them.
Yeah. Well, if you look close, if you look at it, you'll be able to see them. So,
Use the action
A
language.
typical Bob Ross happy accident. I mean, it shows up, so you use it.
yeah. Easy. See all the little bumps in there? And just under the skin. Not where I've scratched, yeah, but like this, down here. There's a bump, there's a bump, here's a bump.
Oh, yeah, well, we can see those in here.
And then I bring them out by highlighting them slightly, give them a little more shape. That make that bump stick up. Now there's a groove in the ear.
Yeah. Like a vein.
Yeah. Or maybe a notch. Lots of elephants' ears are ripped. Like this one looks like it was
Yeah.
really ripped.